My tea's already cold. That's disappointing. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, or otherwise strange content. Today I'm finally fulfilling a request that I've gotten several times over the past, I want to say like 6 months at least, and that's to cover the show Postman Pat. Now, I never watched Postman Pat as a kid. As far as I can tell, it started in the 90s and was a kids show in Great Britain, right? Now it's time for me to fact check myself. Correction, it is from Great Britain. It started in 1981 on BBC One. My apologies. Okay, so I just have the episode Postman Pat Takes the Bus from 1991. It is literally the first one that came up when I pulled it up on YouTube, so you know I've put my heart and soul into this video. But we're just gonna watch it and chill out, because from the couple clips that I've seen, the show is just a very, like, calming, sweet children's show.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat.
I like him already. He's just so calming.
Everybody knows his bright red van.
We stan a postal worker here on this channel. Shout out to all the postal workers.
You can never be sure they'll be knocked.
I can knock too.
Bring letters through your door.
Oh my god, this intro is so long. Not upset, just surprised. Right off the bat, I can tell that this is not one of those children's shows that's really terrifying. I'm looking right at you, Hartley Hare. You know what you did.
If you knock on Pat's door and go in, you'll see Sarah bustling about.
Hi, Sarah.
Julian, it's time you were off.
Pat is finishing his breakfast.
Aw, they're a cute little family.
Jess, have you seen my hat?
Look at the cat, it's fuzzy.
Time we were off.
I like that, he just picks up the cat and he's like, yep, the cat's coming to work with me. Do I need him? Yes, he's my emotional support cat.
Hold on tight, Jess.
He rides in the basket.
Off we go.
We stan a man who stans cats. Yes, we do. Just people in general who stan cats.
Where's your van, Pat? Can't stop. Taking the bus.
Wait, so he's riding his bike to the bus. Okay.
Major Forbes has spotted the new notice in the post office window.
Sherlock Holmes?
Morning, everybody.
So far, the most unrealistic thing is that that cat is not, like, putting up a fuss for being just, like, lugged around all day. Usually with cats, you pick them up and it's like there's a timer. Like, you've got 10 to 30 seconds, depending on the cat, from the time its feet leave the ground to the time it claws your face off.
Hope you've got the keys safely.
Oh, yes, Pat. And a fine morning to you, too.
Alright, so we pick up some keys and we're on our way.
I left it down the next street.
What did he leave around the corner? His van?
I wonder why Pat has left his van round the corner.
Okay, narrator, thank you. Thank you for the affirmation.
It's not his usual van.
Isn't that what he was just driving? In the intro? Yeah, that intro was like 5 minutes long. I know what the van looks like. It looks exactly the same.
You'd best see if the Reverend wants a lift.
Alright, so she tells him to give the Reverend a lift, and off he goes with his packages.
The Reverend Timms didn't seem to be ready.
Bernie Sanders!
I found these knots in my handkerchief, and I know they're to remind me about something.
Aw, I like him. He's cute.
Well, Reverend, I won't be able to keep my passengers waiting.
I really love the vivid, like, pastel colors that they use. It's very, very calming. I like it a lot.
Don't wait for me, Pat. I'll get the old bicycle out.
Aw.
What a lovely way to go shopping.
Mind the step.
Oh,
Whoops-a-daisy.
I know that Pat is being a very helpful boy, and he's, giving her a ride to the grocery store. But the way that he kind of pushed her in just makes it look like he's taking her hostage.
Whoops-a-daisy.
That's not good.
Pat was feeling quite excited now that he had his first passenger.
The way the cat watches him walk around.
oh, Pat, stop, I've forgotten me hat.
I think we have another passenger, Jess.
So he picks up a second passenger going to the store.
Pat helps with the shopping baskets and carrier bags.
I'm just picturing if I ever, like, hitched a ride with, like, my Amazon delivery driver.
Thank you, Pat.
Like, Postman Pat is very kind to be giving all these people rides.
What's he up to? He usually goes into town in his Land Rover.
You say Land Rover? I'm picturing like a very modern Land Rover, and he's just like, just driving it through this tiny little village.
Oh, Slow down, Pat. You're making me all wobbly.
God, that's stressing me out.
It was a tight squeeze.
I guess it would be very off-brand for Postman Pat to just have, like, mad road rage, right?
I have the letters to deliver as well as you know. That's one thing about letters. They never get out for a biscuit.
What?
They never get out for a biscuit.
I don't know, I guess they don't, Pat. I can't argue with that, Pat.
Sorry, Pat. You can't go this way. I know a shortcut.
That man's mustache is fantastic.
Don't worry, you'll be all right.
I've been trying to put my finger on exactly why I find this so calming. And I don't think it's just, like, the warm color palette. I think it's because I just, like, realized there's no background music. There's just the sound of, like, birds chirping. And it almost, like, has the effect of, like, an ambient thing that you would, like, put on to fall asleep to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of those people, I always have to have some kind of, like, noise on to sleep.
Just enough room.
Isn't this, like, you know what I mean? It's the same vibe.
Feels like a plowed field.
Well, at least he's giving you a ride, you guys. Don't blame him.
We're lost. You don't know which way from t'other, young Ted.
Yeah, blame the guy who gave him bad directions. With the fabulous mustache.
Now where?
Oh, he's gonna get stuck off-roading.
There was only one way to go.
Nope. He's fine. Those Royal Mail buses are badass. I also will give it credit because I do not typically enjoy stop motion. Like, I respect it as an art form, but we've talked at length on this channel about how I have had a deep-seated fear of, like, most stop motion characters my whole life. And this isn't scary. I don't know why. I can't go into the psychology of why. It's just they look friendly and huggable, these characters.
Granny Dryden was asleep.
Aw, bless Granny. What's happening?
Lord save us.
What? What's happening?
Look out!
Don't let the Reverend crash.
Ah, oh heavens! Ouch!
Why is that so funny?
What a ride! Thank the Lord, Alf, that you have hay in your barn.
He crash landed in hay. Can you imagine just looking up and, like, the local preacher is just like, ah! Just, like, running, careening down the street on a bike, on a runaway bike. I'm sure I've told this story on the channel before. One time, when I was a kid, I was riding my bike down a hill, and my handlebars came loose halfway down the hill, and I crashed. I did not have hay to crash land into like the Reverend.
That's what the knots were for. To get new brakes for my bicycle.
A pretty important reminder we wouldn't want anything to happen to those brakes.
I think I'll sit in front with Jess. I'm sure he won't mind.
And then the cat's just like, ah! And claws him to death. That's how most cats would be. I like how the cat looks very, like, he definitely looks like he's made of felt. I'm sure he is, but, like, he's just adorable. And also, what a dapper statue.
Granny Dryden was missing.
Uh-oh, you lost Granny.
I wonder where she's got to.
She just said, getting potatoes.
Oh, there you are. Have you seen Miss Hubbard?
Oh, God. Now you lost another one.
No sooner had Ted gone than Miss Hubbard came back.
Oh my God, it's like musical chairs, but with people. I know musical chairs involves people, but you know what I mean.
And I don't know when we're going to get back to Greendale.
Greendale, huh? Like the school and community? All hail the Greendale human being.
But Ted soon came back, and they set off home again.
Alright, so everybody's ass is in the truck. He didn't AIS any of them. You know AIS, right? From Everybody Loves Raymond. Ass in seat. If your ass is not in the seat when the car leaves, then your ass is not going. My parents like that one.
Hey, there's Pat!
What did he... Oh, he said Pat. I thought he said butt. I don't know why my brain filtered out the name Pat and heard butt. Pat's license plate says Pat 2, insinuating that there is a Pat 1 roaming around town trying to be the better Pat. Like there are Pat variants just running all over.
Mrs. Goggins has been on the phone. She's ever so worried. She's wondering where you've all got to.
Alright, so Mrs. Goggins is worried about Pat, thinking that he got into a horrible accident, which obviously he did not. This is a happy children's show, so he calls her to be like, hey, I'm alive.
Hello, Mrs. Goggins. Yes? No, we haven't been to Blackpool, just Ingledale.
I've just been toting around a bunch of very annoying people.
Now, don't you worry about your old bike, Reverend. It's as good as new. It just needs some new brake pads.
Yeah, I would think it would need some new brakes. I would think that was the main issue with the bike.
More tea, Granny Dryden?
Well, just one more cup.
That looks like water.
There was a saucer of milk for Jess.
Oh, cat get milk.
Careful as you get out. Mind the step.
Alright, so he goes and he lets everybody out at their respective homes.
Me hat! I've lost me hat!
Oh, not the hat again.
I'll see you to your door, Granny Dryden.
I like how Postman Pat is just like, he's the public transit, you know? And he's fine with it. Good for Pat.
Bye, Ted.
Bye, Pat.
Goodbye, you and your beautiful mustache.
I still have a knot in my handkerchief.
Is it a new one?
I've forgotten.
Oh, bless that Reverend. Pun not intended that time.
Postman Pat and his black and white cat.
Oh, and that's the end. Just sorting through his mail. That is absolutely adorable. You know, there have been times where I've covered things on this channel that have genuinely given me anxiety for one reason or another, and this is not one of those times. I feel very calm right now. I feel like I could go to sleep, actually, which I think is what I'm going to do. Thank you to those of you who have been requesting that I cover this show. It is very, very adorable. Shout out to all my viewers in the UK who grew up with this show. And if you live outside of the UK and you managed to have it on one of your local stations, let me know. I had never heard about this until people started asking me to talk about it, so here we are. As always, I'd like to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me. You know, your support is just so important to me personally, and I really appreciate you coming and hanging out in my little corner of the internet. So thank you for that. If you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around because I post nonsense all the time. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTuber if you say so, because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. Bye.